Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Kevvy here, back at it with another video. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see from the title of this video, yes, I actually made a Roblox animation for my college final project and presented it in front of my entire class.
Why?
This pretty much sums up their reaction. Just kidding guys, it was something more like this.
Bruh.
But you know, it's whatever. A bunch of college students definitely have better things to do with their time. Before I start going into the actual process of making this entire animation, please, if you haven't already, go ahead and go watch the animation yourself. It's uploaded on my YouTube channel. I'll also have it linked in the description. But now that you guys have all hopefully seen my animation, I'm gonna go ahead and explain the entire process. Before anyone says anything about my animation, all of it had to be done within a time period of around 4 weeks. This class consisted of around 20 students, and every single one of them had to make a unique animation and present it to the class at the end. The only grade in the class was going to be given based on your animation, so it was really easy to slack off in the class because there wasn't anything to hold you accountable, only the fact that you had to have an animation at the very end. I went into this very excited. I've actually never done any animation in the past, so I was going in blind, and unfortunately the class was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. Instead of having the professors show us how to actually animate, all of it was done by ourselves through watching YouTube tutorials. I definitely think that was one of the most challenging parts because people learn at their own pace, and watching YouTube videos repeatedly every single day in the class drained a lot of the other students. Everybody learns in a different way, so this obstacle definitely affected a ton of the final results of each person's animations. To make my own actual animation, I started by first learning how to use Blender, and every other student in the class had to do the same thing. We all started by watching this guy's donut making tutorial in Blender. I highly recommend it if you are interested in learning Blender. But yeah, that was kind of fun. I really liked the end product that I made of my donut, even though it was kind of janky and messed up. I'll throw up a picture on screen, but this was basically my first ever experience using Blender, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was going to be the first render of many for my upcoming animation. So for my actual animation, the only reason why I signed up for this class was because I knew I wanted to do something with Roblox. I've always enjoyed watching different Roblox animations, so I wanted to create one for myself. Because of this, I decided I was going to make everything using Roblox characters, Roblox builds, upload them into Roblox Studio, port them into Blender, and start animating. And if you guys have seen the final product, that is 4 weeks of working non-stop in Blender, Roblox Studio, building sets, designing my characters, making the storyboard, editing, rendering, animating, all of that combined to make the final product that I am really proud of. I hope you guys enjoy the animation as much as I did making it and learn the lesson that I'm trying to tell. I'm not gonna say what it is in this video. It's pretty obvious once you watch the animation. Now I'm gonna show you guys the actual steps that I took to make this animation, starting off with my set design. As you guys can see in Roblox Studio, I had to port all of these over to Blender. I have so many different set pieces for each scene in the animation. I try to make it so that even if you've already watched it and you rewatch it again, you're gonna notice something different every single time. The story behind my animation is there's a young man who works in the office. He continues to work throughout his entire life until he becomes old and gets fired. And trust me guys, there's more to the story and an actual lesson, but I'm gonna let you guys find that out for yourself. So for my first setting, we have the man's bedroom when he's a young man, then when he's middle aged, and then when he gets old. Basically the same build with some slight changes throughout. And then next up we have a kitchen scene when he's in the kitchen, young man, middle age, and then old. And then we have a subway scene which I built from scratch. There's one really obvious change throughout his years, middle age right here, and then an old man. And then lastly guys, we have an office scene that I created. There's also another obvious change, but here he is guys in his little office. Then as he gets older, the office kind of changes a little bit, and then here he is when he's at his oldest. It was really fun designing all of these sets and each of these characters as well. I try to make everything really simplistic but really detailed as well, if that makes sense, and I also try to make each stage unique to the age that the man is in. But yeah guys, that's basically it for me explaining the entire process of creating this animation as my college final. As I said, I had no previous knowledge of animating before this class. It's actually not that difficult if you take the time to learn it. A lot of you guys also asked, will I be doing more animations in the future? The answer to that is maybe. Making animations is a bit time consuming. As you guys saw, I took a lot of time making my sets, making my character design, and then the actual animating and editing takes a lot of time as well. I'll also go ahead and show you guys what my editor looked like after I was done with the entire editing process of the animation. A ton of different sound effects, background music, and the actual renders that I did for my editing. All of this took a really long time to do. Editing was probably the hardest part of the entire animation, but my final product I'm really proud of, so I'm really happy that I actually took the time to make this entire animation and also take this class. That's the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoy my animation. If you haven't already seen it or want to watch it again, it's going to be linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you enjoyed this video, made it all the way to the end, please leave a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below your favorite color, and turn on post notifications so you never miss my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. As always, Kevvy out.